So a friend recently texted and he's like, why do you start your videos with, I was thinking, and, you know, uh, even in Hindi, you say, मैं सोच रही थी. So why do you do that? I said, because that is the reality. Because I was thinking something, that thought stayed and it led me to certain kind of observations that probably I made in past or I am currently making, and that gives me some insights and that gives me a foresight, and that's how I'm sharing the messages. So that's the reality. So he's like, oh, then you are an overthinker, and that means, you stay in your head the entire time. I was like, no. I said, my thoughts are my reality, but I never said that my thoughts are my only reality. There are so many different versions of reality. If my thoughts are real, my emotions are just as real, my experiences are just as real. Um, what I am witnessing is just as real. There are so many different versions. And just because this is my reality does not mean that it has to be everyone else's reality as well. We can share the realities and we can also have our own realities. And then he said, but then how do you choose which reality is more uh, relevant? I'm like, but why do you have to choose? What I am thinking and what I'm feeling and what I'm experiencing, as long as they are all in sync with each other for me, it's it's perfect alignment. The the challenge that I feel currently is that we are trying to impose our realities onto someone else. The beauty of reality was that it was so multidimensional. That's the reason why we have been given to, to distinctive set of eyes. Eyes are the only way we can see differently. So we were meant to see things differently. We were meant to create our own realities. Today we are forcing everyone to see our reality instead of offering that first, saying that, okay, if I expect someone to see my reality, I should also be willing to see someone else's reality from where they stand. And that's the reason why this entire confusion. I feel that the more we wonder, the more we think, the more uniqueness that we can experience, uh, the more dimensions we add to ourselves, to our lives, and to the environment, to the society, to the structure, to everything at large. It's like every dot, every penny, no matter how insignificant it sounds, it actually plays such an important role in the bigger picture. So I don't really struggle between thinking and feeling and experiencing and believing. It's a process, and they all work in tandem, in isolation, interdependent, codependent, independent. They just all work on its own. I don't exhaust myself of saying that, oh, I should not be thinking so much. No, I let my thoughts just do their think, thoughts are wanderers. I just let them wander. Sometimes they stay, and sometimes they stay with a purpose. Sometimes they stay because I'm just not paying them attention, and they just pass. I don't question the nature of them. Yes, I enjoy observing my own thoughts. I enjoy observing where they are stemming from. I enjoy observing where they are leading me, to if there is something more that I need to question or wonder or find out or whatever. It it just automatically happens once I don't question. A thought occurs and it triggers a feeling, it triggers a memory, it triggers an emotion, it triggers an experience. And then I just sit with it, saying, okay, why did that happen? And if it makes sense from what I already know, and if I don't know, then I just either figure it out, or if I'm not able to figure it out, I just sit with it, and I just let it rest and say, okay, when the right time will come, I'll know why it was bothering me at that time. So, yeah, I like to keep things simple. I know it may sound exhausting to many, but from my personal experience, I can assure you that these are the conscious choices I have made. Everything wasn't so rosy at all points, but I knew that if I want to keep my feet firm on the ground, I must ensure that I have a balanced and a solid head on my shoulders. So, keeping that balance between my head and my feet is what has kept me um, grounded and aware of my realities. So, yeah, that was the conversation I had with my friend, and these were my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.